Are the Pittsburgh Steelers going to be able to overcome the loss of TJ Watt this Sunday against the Buffalo Bills in the first round of the AFC playoffs? Welcome back to Mike Drop Sports, everybody. I'm Jason. Let's talk about TJ Watt, his impact, his career, and what he means to this football team. And are the Steelers going to be able to overcome that? Are the Steelers going to be able to withstand such a loss, such a heavy burden? Missing a guy that means so much to that defense on and off the field, a guy that's a true leader, a guy that really exemplifies what it is to be a Pittsburgh Steeler. Let's start off with a little bit of what TJ Watt is about on the football field. TJ Watt is a monster. 7 seasons played, and he has 104 games played with 401 total tackles. 291 of those solo, 110 assisted tackles, 96 and a half sacks, 27 forced fumbles, 10 fumble recoveries, 7 interceptions. This guy is a monster. All these statistics that mean so much to any defensive player, that means so much to a defense as a whole. TJ Watt is lights out. TJ Watt shows you every week that he is on that football field why he is the best defender on the planet. TJ Watt, 19 sacks this season. Just this season. I just mean, it is absolutely crazy what he does for this football team and what he does for this defense. His sheer presence frees other players up to make other plays, to make plays they are not getting doubled down on. They're not having to go up against maybe somebody's best offensive blocker. You know, TJ really does those types of things. He is that type of presence on a football field. And are the Steelers going to be able to overcome that? That is the real question. And it's a question that I've been asking myself all day. That's why I haven't put the video out until now. I filmed it at later in the day. And it's just one of those questions that I'm not sure. I'm not really sure. But I will say this. The Steelers have more depth now with Herbig and Golden than they have ever had with TJ Watt. And with TJ Watt, being the guy that he is now. And that is a great thing. And I can guarantee you this. I know it's a several week healing time for the injury that TJ Watt, a grade 2 MCL sprain, which is like a partial tear. Depending on the severity, we don't know. We don't get to see the MRI results. We don't know exactly how bad it truly is. But a guy like TJ Watt is going to cut his leg off if he has to get inside that second round of the AFC playoffs. I can tell you that. And I would be shocked. I would be floored if TJ Watt wasn't back in week 2 of the playoffs if the Steelers are fortunate enough to gain a victory in Orchard Park and to be able to survive not having him for this first round of the playoffs. If you look at a guy like Nick Herbig, look at his get off. Look at the way he plays football. You can tell that he has really studied. He has really paid attention to the leader, TJ Watt, on that outside linebacker room. He has paid attention to his moves, the way he goes about his business. You can just tell that Nick Herbig completely models himself after TJ Watt. Is he TJ Watt? Absolutely not. But can he be serviceable? Can he make plays? I think he can. Every time he comes onto the field in limited snaps, yes, he's usually teamed up with TJ. But you hear Nick Herbig's name because he does something. He makes something happen. Forces a fumble. Makes a big play. Gets a sack. Something. He does something. He's not out there wasting reps. He takes advantage of every opportunity that he's been afforded thus far as a Pittsburgh Steeler. And he plays a lot of special teams, a ton of special teams. Then you add in a veteran like Golden, Marcus Golden, a guy that you saw come into that Baltimore game and have a super high energy level, really trying to play ball. Really trying to get after the quarterback, really trying to do some things, and he was being successful. They were having a hard time corralling him. And let's take in another factor in this situation also, guys. TJ Watt and Alex Highsmith really haven't come off the field in the last few weeks. Why? Because the defense hasn't been out there a ton. You haven't seen them on the field for after an offensive 3 and out over and over and over and over again through a football game. The Steelers have led in the time of possession by double-digit minutes several weeks now. And that takes a big strain off that defense. That doesn't allow for reps for guys like Marcus Golden and Nick Herbig. It doesn't allow them to get onto the football field. But the Pittsburgh Steelers now have a couple fresh guys. A couple guys that don't have the mileage on them for this season. And that really is pivotal for a guy like Marcus Golden, a veteran guy that knows how to play football at a very high level. A guy with a ton of sacks. A guy that's made major differences inside buildings, inside the organization. A guy that knows how to lead a defense. A guy that's done it before. And Nick Herbig being young, energetic, crazy, ready to go, looking to make a name for himself. It could spell disaster for a Buffalo offense led by Josh Allen that does get out of the pocket, that does run the football. Really, guys, I don't think that this is going to be the drop-off that you think it could be. Do I think losing TJ Watt is an immense loss? Absolutely, I'm not saying that. But I don't think that the Steelers are going to be in trouble like they have been in the past with players that aren't to the caliber that they have right now in place that are backing up TJ and Alex. I don't think it's going to be as bad, guys. I really, really don't. I'm going to think that in my heart of hearts, in my mind, after watching the game, I really think that Marcus Golden especially is going to be able to produce. I think he alone could hold down TJ Watt's spot, at least for one football game. And I think Nick Herbig could really add some special plays that you're used to getting from TJ. That you're used to getting those sacks, those tackles for loss, those forced fumbles, those types of splash plays. I think Nick Herbig can add that value. I really, really do. You see it time and again when he does get an opportunity. It's not a fluke, guys. It's not just something, it's luck. No, it isn't luck. This guy works his ass off in the building, and everybody in that building, including TJ Watt, say as much. That Nick Herbig, Marcus Golden, those guys are in there working their ass off every day. And that's going to be special, and that's going to mean something for this football team because the rest of the defense sees that. The rest of the defense knows that those guys coming in are going to be able to handle the situation. They are not going to be trying to overcompensate. They're not going to try to take the place of TJ Watt. Nobody can. Nobody can fill those shoes. He is a Hall of Fame guy. A guy that should be Defensive Player of the Year, considering he leads in all major statistical categories that actually mean something. They're trying to take the sack out of the game. Let's just say that in the NFL. And TJ Watt seems to not want to have any of that. He seems to have the numbers after even getting held every damn play. Every play. It's absolutely mind-boggling, guys, what goes on. When you see TJ Watt, excuse me, my power went out, guys, but I was on a roll, and that's why the lights went down. So let's fix the lights. Ain't that something crazy? We'll fix the lights. But TJ Watt, guys, let's stay on track here. I can fix the lights without needing any help here or needing to really get off topic too much. But like I said, guys, TJ Watt gets held every single play. It is just mind-boggling how this isn't called more. And I'm not just saying that because TJ Watt's my guy. That TJ Watt's the guy that I root for, the guy on my team. I'm not just saying that. The numbers prove what TJ Watt can do. And you can see it every week. He's getting mugged. He's getting choked out. Because he's almost virtually unstoppable by these guys. He's so much faster. His moves are so much better. So you can't replace a guy like him. But you can supplement. You can make it without him with what you have in place, guys. And it won't be a disaster like you think. Nick Herbig's speed, his quick first step is going to work. It's going to help. He's going to make plays. He's going to be able to add some splash. And I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised when you see this guy play and get significant amounts of snaps. I think you're going to be surprised when you see a fresh veteran player like Marcus Golden get out there and get some snaps. I think you're going to be surprised. I really do. Marcus Golden can get after a passer. Marcus Golden can play the run. What else do you need? I mean, he can really do it. He is a veteran. Nick Herbig, I think some of your concerns out there, guys, I think some of you out there have concerns with Nick Herbig and his ability to play the run. Because I think you feel like he's super undersized. I think you feel like that he isn't going to be able to handle the run game. I think you feel like he's not going to be able to shed blocks, things of that nature. And I want to dispel some of that for you. I saw him at training camp up close and personal. I'm sure some of you have. I don't think he is that small. He's pretty built. And after watching him and after seeing him, the way he moves, how quick his first step is in person, how quick he can make a move, how quick he can decide to get around somebody with a dip step, with an underneath move where you take your arm and you dip and you're underneath somebody and you're around them. I can see his move too. I've seen it up close in practice and things of this nature during training camps where you see him take that jump step to the left, hammer to the right, and he's beat you because of his speed. He's around you. What about his little bit of spin move that he has that he's got from TJ Watt, that you see TJ Watt do, where they put that right foot in the ground and spin fast. You can't contain it. He can do that, guys. I've seen him do it at training camp. I've seen him do it just out in college tape. I've seen him do it. We've seen him do it for the Pittsburgh Steelers. His bull rush is awesome too, because it's quick. He's not going to be in trouble, guys. These two guys are going to be able to fill the void. Are they going to take the place of? Absolutely not, and I'm not saying that. But guys, don't kid yourself. Don't fool yourself into believing that these guys can't get the job done because it's a false narrative. Whoever's spewing it, they're wrong. And I'll say that. And if I end up being wrong and they end up having the worst game of the season and they get exposed and they're the reason why the Pittsburgh Steelers lose this football game in Buffalo, I'll eat crow and I'll tell everybody how wrong I am. But as of right now, with what I've seen, what I've researched, the way I've looked at these two players and the way I've broke them down, these two can get the job done and they can get it done at an extremely high level. And I know your mindset is TJ Watt level. But guys, don't fool yourself. Look around the league. There's no one like TJ Watt. Nobody. There's no player like him. So you ain't getting that. You're not replacing that. You're just trying to make do. You're trying to figure out a different solution. And these two, Marcus Golden and Nick Herbig, are the solution. They are the guys that can get the job done. And I can guarantee you anywhere else in the league, any other team, I don't think have this quality of depth behind two-starred edge rushers like TJ and Alex Highsmith. And that brings me to my last point of this video. Alex Highsmith is no damn slouch. He's not. He's a monster, dude. He can make plays. And yeah, before when TJ Watt was out, his numbers went to be very pedestrian. They went down low. They were not as good, and we saw it when TJ was out with that pec injury and out for an extended period of time. Alex Highsmith was not able to carry the full burden, but exactly that. He had to carry it all on his shoulders. He was trying to do too much. And he doesn't have to do that now. Not with these guys, Marcus Golden and Nick Herbig playing across from him. He can still be Alex, and you're not going to lose a step. And he is a quality ball player. All pro, if you ask me. A guy that is a real beast. And he's not going to come out and slouch in an AFC wildcard weekend. You won't see that. And if you're the Buffalo Bills and you're hoping that the loss of TJ Watt provides you an opportunity to win this ball game just because of that, you're sadly mistaken. And you're probably going to be really shocked when one of these guys, one of these three linebackers, take the ball from Josh Allen. Strip the ball from Josh Allen. You're going to be surprised when they sack the shit out of Josh Allen. Don't pay attention to him. I hope the Buffalo Bills totally write them off. I hope the Buffalo Bills think that that's not a strength of the Pittsburgh Steelers with TJ Watt on the bench. I hope that that is the case because they are going to be really sorry that they ever made that mistake. And I can tell you with a definitive, resounding answer that they will pay. Yes, they will pay. And I would not do that if I were them. But hey, teach their own. I hope you do. I hope you do because I think everybody is going to be sorely mistaken on what they're saying. The narrative that's being spun right now that TJ Watt cannot, nobody's going to be able to fill in for him. That's what's really right now being said out there. That TJ Watt being gone is going to hurt the Steelers defense so bad that they aren't going to be able to recover. I have bad news for you guys. That's an inaccurate assessment of this defense. An inaccurate assessment of TJ Watt's backups. I'll just say that. And we'll leave it at that. And this Sunday in Orchard Park, you're going to find out just what I'm talking about. And I hope that I hope these guys perform. And you should hope so too if you're a Steelers fan. If you're a Buffalo Bills fan watching this, you should really hope that I am dead wrong. You should really hope so. Because it could get bad. It could get real muddy for Josh Allen if he don't pay attention to these three outstanding outside linebackers for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Minus a Hall of Famer in TJ Watt. All right, guys, come back every day for some more content. Sorry for the late upload today, but again, I was just pondering what would it be like without TJ? What's it gonna feel like? What's it gonna be like without him? And I just came to the conclusion that it's not going to be that bad. And I've heard it both ways from several different outlets, several different people try to spin it, but I wanted to think about it on my own and really try to break it down, watch some things on my own, and try to formulate my own opinion, and that's my opinion. So keep coming back every day for more Steelers content, breakdown, analysis. Tomorrow's our live show at 7 p.m. Sean and I break down this game, Buffalo-Pittsburgh, up in Orchard Park. What is a monster game for the Pittsburgh Steelers in a playoff game, and the Steelers need to get a dub in a playoff game. The city is starved. The fan base is starved for a playoff winner, and even just one win. Let's just get there. Let's take it one game at a time. And these road warriors for your Pittsburgh Steelers have a real chance. They are not out of it, guys. Don't discount them. And all the people picking Buffalo by a gazillion points, thinking that they're going to steamroll the Pittsburgh Steelers, might want to change what they're talking about, might want to switch it up a little bit. And I think it's going to be a close football game, and I think it's going to be real tight. We'll give our score predictions. I know it'll be Wednesday, but we always do our Wednesday score predictions, our Wednesday picks, and we'll give you those tomorrow on the live show, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Jason and Sean here on Mike Drop Sports. Join us and come and talk Steelers. It's a cool environment. We have a lot of fun talking Steelers, so don't miss out on that opportunity. Even if you're driving home from work or something like that, for you guys that get off later, you guys that are in the medical field, get off around 7 o'clock when you work your 12-hour shifts. Tune in to Mike Drop Sports, and we'll talk Steelers for your ride home. So enjoy what we're going to bring you tomorrow. Enjoy this video, and until next time, I'm Jason, Mike Drop Sports. Peace.